Welcome to Crypto B101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Yesterday on the show, we spoke about or we discussed about how Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other meme coins are going to perform in this bull cycle that has been going on for some time. And we also talk about if it's over or definitely we're still going to see a super rally coming after the rate cut in September 17 this month. All right, my name is Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you're just joining the show for the first time, please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can be part of this great thing happening on this beautiful show. All right, without wasting our time, you can see BTC is trading at 110,000 this morning as the market has gained about 1% from the fall we saw yesterday. So what is going to happen? We're going to discuss that on the chat segment. You know, on this show, we always take a look at the market cap to know how all these coins are doing. Also, we take a look at what is happening in the fundamental space of the trading, that is the economy calendar, to know how or what event we should be looking out for. Also, we're going to take a look at the news that are making waves on the radar so we can also know or get ourselves acquainted with what is really going on in the crypto space. All right, without wasting our time, let's dive into the news of the day before we're now going to come back to the charts analysis. And Ethereum also is up 1.8% right now if you look at the screen. But do you need to get into the market right now? Stick around, don't go nowhere, as I'm going to share that with you. All right, let's get into the news. First of all, if you look at the radar, you see that Bitcoin floats around 110,000 as traders look towards Friday data for upside, and I'm going to show you what is coming on Friday so you know what we are talking about, because it's going to come about the US job market to see if it's been strengthening or not, because you know we have that hint from Fed Powell Jackson Hole last week or last 2 weeks there about that there's possibility we're going to have a rate cut, and everyone has been longing for that. And if that should happen, possibility of the market skyrocketing is there. But the problem is Bitcoin is facing the September decline, as historically patterns suggest, monthly high near. We all know every September when it's bull cycle, or even when it's not bull cycle, there's always this red candle every September in BTC, and that's why a lot of people are saying that. But we're going to take a look at the chart, because like I said yesterday, the adoption is changing. We have the institutions in the game, we have a lot of people more awareness about cryptocurrency, so we might be thinking every cycle is going to play out as other cycle, and I'm telling you it might not be the same case, because we've seen whenever we broke the all-time high, the market would go times 3 of whatever the all-time high was. In 2017, it was 20,000. When we broke it in 2020, 2021, it went to 60,000 plus, almost 70,000. And now we've broken the 70,000. Everyone has been saying probably we're going to see 210 to 240. But like I said, we now have institutions in the crypto sector talking about BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, and so on, Grayscale, you know, everybody, even Strategy B. Those people are accumulating BTC, and you know, we now have ETF on that radar as well. And you know, they might dump ETF, they might buy. We've been seeing the inflow and outflow of ETF has been affecting the market. So the cycle might not be the same as we've been experiencing it when we do not have the institutions in the game. Now that we have them, things might change. We might have a super parabolic rally And this might be the end of the bull run everyone's been chatting about. We do not know yet, but the chat is going to talk to us about that. So we've been expecting our BTC not to perform well this September, but I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a look at the chart, and the chart is going to tell us if we're still going to see some movement this month or not. Having said that, we all know Fed Reserve rate cut could spark a lot of things come September 17, and that could revive Bitcoin. So if we're talking about September being a red month, and we've been waiting for Fed to cut rate, and let's now say they cut the rate by 50 basis point or 75 basis point, that could shoot Bitcoin to all-time high or even beyond again. And the September red candle everyone has been talking about might change to green for the first time, and not only for the first time because we have institutions in the game. So a lot of things is going to be playing out in this crypto sector before 17 September and after 17th September, and that's why you need to lock in into the show this period where I'm going to be updating you what is going on in the space. So that's what we're expecting about BTC. We're going to come to the chart shortly to discuss more about what is going on. Now let's talk about Ethereum, which is the leader of the altcoin, because we know BTC standalone is the king. Ethereum is now the leader of other altcoins. That's why they call them altcoins, alternative coins, you understand? And we have meme coins. But now let's talk about possible plays everyone has been talking this retracing and all of that could reach, which is 3,500. And yesterday I told you Ethereum is still a buy. Why ETH is still a buy is because the weekly candle is not broken yet. No structure has been created. So why should you sell if you're an investor? If you're a trader, it's a different case. If you want to trade and you want to learn how to trade, my Telegram group is down in the description. You can hit me up, and you could be part of the free signal group, and you can be part of the free trading community group where we teach ourselves and we learn a lot of things about day trading. But for investors, Ethereum is still a buy, but correction could set Ethereum ETH back to 3,500, but we're still going to see that on the chart. And also, if you look at what has been happening to ETH, over 4 billion US dollars floods into ETH in August alone, while Bitcoin struggled with the outflows. So, and that's why I said yesterday that ETH is still a buy. Yes, we're going to be seeing some up and down and shaking. It's altcoin, and we're going to be seeing a lot of things happening around that before September 17. But what I believe is ETH is still a buy until it breaks some certain technical analysis spots. But we're going to discuss about that when we get to the chart analysis. All right, let's move on to another good news regarding ETH, and this one is 260,000 ETH snapped up by whales in 24 hours. Imagine that, if a whale could snap about 200, or whales altogether could snap about 260 ETH. What does that telling you? It means that they are coming back into the market because they're going to make you guys sell, and they're going to accumulate it and make the gain when the market rally up to 5k, 6k. We don't know where it's going, but the chart is going to tell us that. So what I'm going to say is, let's take a look at the chart and we're going to know what is going on. But ETH, like I said yesterday, it's still a buy. Now another news regarding okay, Lord, before we come to this, because I'm going to explain what this means. The moment you see crypto influencers making a lot of money per post, it means something is about to happen or something is brewing. But before we go to that, let's take a look at XRP. XRP ETF approval likely near 100%, and reveals that there could be a rally. And if you watch my show yesterday, I said some of the coins we need to bag into our wallet is XRP, ADA, SUI, And when it comes to meme coin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, and all of that, mostly coins that have not really performed very well. Although XRP has done exceptionally well because from 0.3 to about $3 and above, it's a lot of them. But when we're talking about ETF, we saw when Ethereum ETF happened, even though it was a frenzy and later come down. The same thing with Bitcoin. We could see something like that with XRP as well. But we're going to take a look at the chart as well to see where XRP is going and if we should invest in it. Now, let's talk about World Liberty Reserve, World Liberty Financial investment, which is backed by Donald Trump, the present United States president of United States of America, excuse me. And you can see the launch they are talking on all platform. Even I got a notification from the exchanges I'm using. By the way, if you want to know the exchanges I'm using, the links are down in the description and you could check it out and open an account if you want to trade. And now, after what happened, they proposed a buyback for a long holders because there was a tumble after the launch, and that's why you need to be careful if you're buying their token. But we all know it's been backed by the United States president. All right, let's take a look at one more news before we move back to the state. You can see Bitcoin bull runs cracks. Bitcoin bull run cracks if 98 is lost. I said that yesterday and I'm still going to show you guys on the show again. Shiba Inu price forms double bottom. I told you Shiba Inu is one of the meme coins you should invest in. Shiba Inu is one of the meme coins. Make sure you do your own research. This is not financial advice by any means. Do your own research and trade with the amount you can afford to lose. But in my own opinion, Shiba Inu is part of the meme coin that could give us a lot of money this bull cycle if meme coin is still going to do well. Solana bull highs control and we recovery turn into, so we can see Solana has been moving and has been trying to take on the bull or the rally back. We're gonna take a look at the chart, and of course we've talked about XRP price recovery focus and can it overcome the sell pressure. So that's all the news I have for you on the radar this morning. Let's now dive into what the economic calendar looks like. Yesterday there was nothing to write home about the economic calendar. There was a bank holiday in United States, bank holiday in Canada, and most other parts of the country. No major news was really coming up, and we couldn't have much to say about the economic calendar yesterday. But today we're going to be looking at this important news. ISM manufacturing PMI coming up around 3 or 4 p.m. SAST time, and also United States President talking about Donald J. Trump is going to be speaking around 8 p.m. And you know, whenever he's talking, it's always good to watch his speech because sometimes he might just bring out some gems or say some things that will shake the markets a bit. So if you're looking at the economic calendar, nothing much to take a look at, and we're gonna see more of news to come out on Wednesday, Thursday, and we know there are a lot of data coming out on Friday, so you might want to stick around to know more about that. All right, that's that. Let's check what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking at this morning. And if you look at it this morning, cryptocurrency World Liberty token, of course, is trending. Pump Fund is trending. Venus is trending. You can see the top gainers right there. And speaking about top 10 cryptocurrency in the game, number one still remain Bitcoin, number 2 ETH, Ethereum at number 3, XRP is now at number 4, flipping BNB at number 5, Solana at number 6, USDC at number 7, that's a stable coin, Lido Stake at number 8, Dogecoin at number 9, and you can see sitting at Tron at number 9, sitting at number 10 is Dogecoin. And we have the likes of Cardona, Chainlink, Wrap BTC, Wrap ETH, Sui, Stellar. They are below top 10. Even Avalanche is below top 20. You might want to check that out on CoinGecko if you really want to know how your tokens or the assets you're holding on performing. So having said that, let's now dive into what the real business of the day is all about, which is the charts analysis. And if you look at the screen right now, you'll see that ETH pushed down to about 4.2 and recover so fast. And what does that mean? It means that we could see ETH move up from here, or we could see the market just moving around this spot for some time till we're gonna have the massive income September 17. But do you need to sell your Ethereum right now? I'm gonna tell you, hell no. Look at the weekly candle is not even taken out yet, no structure, nothing. So to me, I'll still say ETH is still a buy. Mind you, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion regarding all this asset, and this analysis is for investors. If you are a day trader, you need to join my Telegram group. The links are down in the description, and you can get signal for day trading. It's all free of charge. But for investors and all of that, you can still hold on to your ETH until we create a structure, or we take out this 3,300 zone. That's when I can say ETH needs to be stayed away from. But right now, ETH is still a buy. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin is been respecting this zone 110, and like I said, the moment we break below this this point, which is around 98,000, it's game over for Bitcoin, and we might be moving into a bear market. And that's why you can see BTC has been holding down this 110 zone not to break below 100k or 98k, so we can have a rally back. But if you look at Bitcoin right now, do you need to buy Bitcoin right now? I'm going to say no, because we have a double top already, and we have a structure that has pulled Bitcoin into sell mode, or let's say a kind of structure that could activate a sell trend or a bearish trend for us, if that makes sense. So I think we need to wait a little bit to see a confirmation as an investor before we get back into BTC. But right now, ETH is doing well. Some altcoins too are doing well. So do we need to buy BTC right now? As an investor, you can stay out of it, but as a day trader, you could trade it up and down. And if you want to do that, you could join my Telegram or hit me up for one-on-one classes or whatever you want to learn about BTC or day trading. The links are down in the description. Now, I haven't said that. Let's check XRP. We spoke about XRP, another altcoin, and you can see XRP is still a buy, and we have now created a structure and we are breaking it. So now what happens today will determine if XRP needs to be run away from, because we've created a structure and you can see we're breaking it right there. But this candle might turn into a green today, or we're gonna see it turn into a red. And if we should break it at the end of the week, there could be possibility of XRP pushing down a little bit. But right now, XRP is still looking good, because you can see this is like a double bottom right here, and from here we might see the market shoot up. So let's take a look at Shiba Inu, which is the meme coin. You can see Shiba Inu is looking great. You can see we have the structure broken right here. Let me delete that so you can see what I'm saying properly. You can see Shiba Inu has created a structure right there for a buy at 0.0123 thereabouts. You understand? And now it has pulled back, but it has not broken the structure to tell us the buy that was created right here is invalid. So Shiba Inu could move ahead from here if there is a good news coming out in September or before that. So Shiba Inu is one of the tokens you should hold on to. Pepe also has created a movement, but now problem with Pepe is Pepe has broken a structure, And now I'll say stay away from Pepe for now, because the structure is broken, and we have even broken the candle that breaks out the structure on a weekly time frame. So that is not looking good. So those are the coins I'm going to talk about today on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you've not done that. If is crypto being one the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Also, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok to get more of the gems that you want to know about cryptocurrency and the likes. All right, that's what I have for you regarding the chart analysis. Remember, this is not financial advice in any way. It's just my own opinion, and this video is for entertainment purpose and education as well. Also, let's take a look at what is going on with the index, and you can see the sentiment is changing. Look at the sentiment right now. Yesterday was fear, last week was neutral, last month was neutral, now is even neutral. So it shows we could see the market shifting back to fear or shifting down to greed. And if it's going to shift to greed, that means a lot of buyers are coming into the market. So the sentiment right now is sitting at 49, and which shows the market is neutral. And I know we're going to see a lot of buying pressure thereabout after the rate cuts in September 17 this year. All right, that's what I have for you on the show this morning. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC the Great. And if you're just joining this channel, please hit the likes button, subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you always get all this juicy content that I have for you on the show. And yes, someone commented that what should they do with SUI. Let me quickly tell you that about SUI. If you take a look at SUI, you'll find out that SUI too has broken a structure, so it's better you stay away from it until we have a proper buying back on a weekly candle. On a daily candle might look different, but on a weekly candle, structure has been broken. But Avalanche is looking good. Litecoin is looking great. No structure has been broken. No weekly candle has been broken. And Solana is looking great. Yesterday I told you Solana is still a buy. Do not sell Solana because it has not broken any structure. So Solana is still a good buy. If you still have it, you can hold on to it. Let me delete all this. You can still hold on to Solana, and you can see if you're going to leave Solana, at least let it even break one of the weekly candle or take out this 155. But as long as we are holding on to that 155, I think Solana is still a good buy for now. You understand? So I think that's that. Our Link has been doing well. We all know Chainlink has been doing well, and Chainlink is still a buy, even though it has taken out our weekly candle. If you want to take profit, you can do that, but it's still a buy because no structure has been invalidated or no structure has been created. We just have a reversal because we have a kicker right here, and whenever you have a kicker, yes, you could stay out of the market, but it means the market will just push down a little bit, then continue the rally until we have a structure, but no structure yet has happened. If you look at the chart right here, when we have a kicker, you can see, no, this is not a kicker. Yeah, because here when we have a kicker, the kicker was in form of a structure, and that's why the market fall down. But this kicker is not yet in form of a structure, so there's possibility we could see the market push back a little bit, create a structure, then fall off, or continue the rally, because September 17 we're going to be waiting for Fed to cut rate, and everybody believes that is going to happen. All right, that's what I have for you on the show this morning. Subscribe, like, and share. Do not forget to turn on to know what you need to put your money in, what trade you need to do. And if you're interested in day trading, you might want to join my Telegram channel. It's free of charge for signals, and I'm always having some free educational content as well to share with you guys so you can learn, because one thing about trading is you need to learn it first before you start investing. Don't do it blindly because you're going to lose your money. And like I said, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. I still remain your humble host, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, and this is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.